Hello and welcome to another installment of Let's Talk Healing. This theme this month is about listening, and today I have the wonderful Kadija Sesay with me. Kadija is a beautician and hairdresser, and she's somebody who is also experiencing sight loss. And we're going to talk today a bit about how she is heard, how her voice is heard or not heard in some instances when she's going about her day-to-day life, and some of the things that she has found that have been quite helpful in her journey. So hi Kadija.
Hi Sash.
Hi. So do you want to maybe tell us a bit about your journey of how you have found things that are helpful for you?
Well, basically, my journey has been so hard. People did not listen to me, like with most stuff, especially like doctors and and consultants and things like that. And really, my eyesight started from 2011, and clearly enough, I didn't know it was deteriorating. And I traveled, came back, it was so worse. So after that, I went to the GP, and for them to send me to the hospital, so refer me to the hospital. The GP didn't even do that. And I have to like basically not threaten, but in a way, the way that the GP make me, for the GP for us here to come halfway, and then he managed it now. And then, so when I went to the hospital now, and then the consultant was there, St. Thomas, checked my eye, and then they said that the vein, the vein or the, it was really hurting, and also plus that a damaged majority of my vision. It's not really my eyeball. It's missing like like behind here, your muscle was really hurting me. And so clearly enough, by that time now, it was like the doctor themselves didn't even know what to do. They said the nerve of the eye that gave me the signal was destroyed for almost 18 months. And then apparently I've lost left my left side, and then the right one is not even that great as to swell. So the nerve on the right side, I only see shadows and extremely bright colors. And that really upset me because clearly enough, I love all my friends and my family, and it's so hard for me to see them. The only thing I can see is shadows and bright colors. That has led me into a lot of depression, anxiety, and what can I do for it to just sort of stop or manage it. And sometimes it's really hard. It's really hard in the sense that people you're around with to understand the condition, but the people that you're not around with, they actually judge me and say it's either I'm stealing or this and all those stuff and all those things. I have a magnifier I use that make me to see a little bit on the right side. There's no damage as the left. But the doctor has even said that time will come, the nerve will be damaging more on the right side. And basically, I got my blind stick, I got my magnify and other equipment that will literally help me, but it's not really helping me to that full extent. So, and I would love to see my family faces. And also, people always think that I'm okay. This is the same thing I always tell people: you can't judge somebody when you don't know the person.
Yeah. So I
So
want,
clearing off your there being, so clearing off your people that who are not close to me, they always misjudge me,
mm,
and I don't like that. And and I and also to the point that embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for them to say, "Oh, you can't see," or "I used trying to steal something," or "Why you putting your eyesight so close to the bread," or whatever it is. And it hurt me really bad, and that's the honest truth. And sometimes I don't even know what to do because my condition is so, I don't know it's so painful. They can't treat it.
mm,
And I reached to that point now is I don't know what to do anymore. And I take a lot of medication, and my headache hurts every day, 7 days a week. And clearly enough, from January to December, I I'm so much in pain. But because now I know how to manage it, and now and also now my friends really help me a lot. And I don't really want to take my friends as a friend, and I've taken them like my sisters. So they're always there to support me in any trouble regarding my children, education, and regarding my as well my health situation. Please, people, do not judge somebody by a cover. Because obviously if you see the cover of a book, the person is all smiley or in a different position and all that kind of stuff. It's like you're already judging them, and you don't know what is really going on with the people. But when you start reading it now you kind of some people kind of understand, and it hurt. It really, really hurt me.
you know, what I'm struck by is now today, your condition has even affected the way in which you speak. And I think that before that happened, especially when you go out and you're dressed up, you were talking about that cover. And I think sometimes people see you as this, beautiful woman, all dressed up, and that doesn't match up with what they think somebody who has sight loss should look
Yep,
like. So when you were
yep,
talking about, they're saying, well, why are you holding the bread so close? They don't actually understand that that's something that you have to do in order to be able to shop. And maybe if you're buying clothes, for instance, you're going to have to do something very similar in order to get some
yep.
idea of what the color of the garment is, what it might look like, as well
Mm-hmm.
as what it might feel like on your skin. So the things that you're talking about is very much about becoming more visible and people seeing you,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe just seeing you a certain way without taking the time to listen to what you're saying. And it's very interesting that actually now, your speech has changed, so the way that they hear you, it may give them an additional cue that hello, I have this different ability that you need to pay attention to. And so I'm wondering, because you mentioned that you suffer from depression and that you rely on your family to help you because it hurts
Mm.
a lot when you are judged. And I wonder what sort of things have been helpful for you to deal with the sight loss. And if you could just say what the condition is, because it may be that there's somebody who hasn't heard of it before, who is experiencing some of the issues that you're sharing with us today.
Well, really, um, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like when somebody really stab you in the back. You kind of find it hard for you to explain it, and in a sense that my condition is very very discreet. So in a sense that people don't know what it is, and also plus that it's like, I don't know, sometimes I just feel like just stay in the house the whole day, instead of me going out to do dates, somebody's judging me, or somebody is like, making me not to feel happy of myself. So I literally just stay at home. So, but that alone had bring a lot of my mental health, because my mental health is not as great. So the condition, I suffer from headache every day, nerve hurt, stuttering. I stutter a lot, and 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 sometimes it'll become so bad, I'll be shaking. My nerve will be twitching, and I'll be shaking, and it's like I just don't know really. It's just so hard, so difficult for me to go through this condition I'm facing, because people still don't understand what is going on, and sometimes even family don't even know what is happening to me. It's like even friends that do know, but they're trying their best for them to make me comfortable as much as possible. And that's the main reason why I love my friends so much, because uh, because I can rely on them, and also plus they're not fake people. They also they also um, um, they also help me in every department. So really, I cherish my friend a lot. Without my friend, I wouldn't even know what I would even do to myself. I would not even have a clue. I had to apply for this for me to get the right thing and all that kind of stuff. It's very, very hard. It's very, very hard. It's very hard, Sash.
So in terms of you're talking about some of the symptoms, and what you shared with me before is that it's called hypercranial hypertension, which is pressure inside the skull. And I wonder, in terms of what things you may have found helpful, because you talked about your friends being there for you is very supportive. I wonder if there's any other things that you've found that have helped with, for instance, the stuttering, the pain. Is there anything that you found that has been quite helpful for you?
No, not really. But the only thing I can say that has been helpful towards me with my condition is music.
Oh, okay.
I love to listen to music everywhere I go, even in the house or even I'm outside. So maybe that's why some people say um, I'm deceiving, I ignoring them and all that kind of stuff. Because obviously when I put my earpiece and I'm listening to my music, it's like I'm in a different place.
Okay.
I'm in a different place, to the sense that somebody will not judge me.
Mm.
And that place that I'm thinking of is so calm. It make me think. Because obviously, talking to you right now, I'm sure you can hear my stutters, how I'm stuttering and all that. But at the same time, it hurt me, and because obviously the words that I know about, I find it hard to say. So it's like book, BOOK, and I'm finding it very hard for me to say that word, because that word is very easy, but because of my condition, that as well make it to that point. So when I'm in serious pain, it's like I don't know, it's like somebody like putting your arm on fire, like in that sense. So it's really, really painful. And it comes to the number like 1 to 10. When my headache is really hurt me, it's like basically 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's so bad. It's so bad in the points that I'm like, really? And sometimes the medication I do take,
Okay.
it doesn't really help it that much at all. It just take away the pain a little bit, and then that's it. So, but it doesn't take away everything. every single thing, and I take medication every single day, and it does not really happen to me, Sash. It's like, I don't even know what to say. It's just like somebody is hurting you so bad. You can really feel it right in your heart, right in your soul. Like, you know, especially if this person that you're close to, and then they're talking negativity, you know, negativity towards you, you find it more harder, you know, so for you to even pass that, because obviously that pet person is like, that person, you know, it's my family or it's my friend, or it's very hard for me to just forget about it. So this is the main reason why music just calm me down. Not movie, because if I do this, if I'm watching a movie on the screen, I can't even see anything. It's just the outline of them, and also the bright colors, but I can't see anything about them, and it's so hard.
So it sounds as though
It's
music just
hard.
helps you to be free from
From all the things that is happening to me, for all the things that is happening to me back when I was younger, to the time when I was present. So it just, it has really taken me to a different level that I don't even know anymore.
sounds as though it's
Sometimes
a
I feel hard, sometimes I feel hard, and sometimes I beat myself, like, why the word is not coming out and all those things.
so
I
it sounds
don't know.
as though for you some of it is about there being a release from maybe your own expectations, you know, like when you're struggling to say the word and you know the word that you want to say. When you listen to the music, then you're not even judging yourself, because you can just be free from that, because you don't have to
Yeah,
be able to articulate the words, and you know, you don't have to think about how other people might um, refer to you,
yeah,
or
take it. Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
and it kind of just releases all expectations, and it just allows you to just enjoy the music and enjoy where you are at that moment, without maybe things coming to mind and you being reminded of them.
Mm,
So yeah, and I think in a way, some of what we're talking about is disability discrimination. um, the way
yeah.
in which
It's
um, we think about people who have
magnify.
sight loss, or how we think about how someone should look because of whatever reason, and
Mm,
that is what we use as a guide of how to treat them. And I think that that is a really important thing for us all to be aware of, is how we listen to people who are trying to communicate with us, who have different abilities, and different conditions as well, because there's more to you as a person. um, and I mentioned at the beginning of this that
landscape
Kadija is a beautician and a hairdresser,
functioning.
and those things have had to change whilst her
Yeah,
has diminished. So there's so much there, but thank you, Kadija, for sharing with us how music,
yeah.
support of your family, is slowly
Can I
helping.
say towards? Can I say towards, like, how you will make me feel, and how I feel deep inside my heart, because obviously that, you know, my children is involved with the situation I'm facing, and also plus that it's like my close friends and stuff like that. So it's really hard. So clearly enough, yeah, people have to understand life is not like that. And also plus I've been judged so many times, so many times, and sometimes I've been stopped by the police, and I don't even know why, especially in the shop, you know, sadly, and especially the shopkeeper and all those things. It really brings tears to me, because when you know that, yeah, you wasn't blind until and until to the age that you can you can see very, very well, you find it so hard. So to able to look at the thing, what you're planning to do, even like to cook, what you're planning to do, because obviously it's hard in the sense that before I could able to not do what I can do,
Mm-hmm.
you understand, and now it's 10 times worse than that. And that's the main reason why I asked my friend for them to have patience with me, and I asked my children for them to have patience with me, because it's so intense every day, having headache, you understand it, sometimes even severe, you understand it, for the whole week, having headache all the time. It's hard. It's really, really hard. And also plus I know the sense of my headache, you understand, and what the doctor says for it's not going to be able to cure.
Yeah.
There's no cure for it, and that's what hurt me the most, because obviously there's no cure for it, and it really, really makes me sad to the point I'm crying, because obviously, when I gave birth to Shannon, I could see. When I gave birth to my son, I could see. And and all this stuff, and I was going to college to become, you know, because like to become, for me to better myself, for me to open a shop. That's what I was more into, you know, and also plus that in a sense that I was like doing it with my friends, massaging their foot and all those type of thing, their arms, and do the hair, and then I used to, you know, work. Now I can't work because of it, the the manager or the job center, they know that that my condition, it can come just like that, especially when I lose my memory. And then my friends always support me in that angle. And then the job center as well, they just stroke me out for work. How would you feel? You're at work, and then on top of that, you end up collapsing at the shop, and then you can't remember your colleagues and all that. How is that going to be possible for you to be able to do that? So
So it sounds
all
as
that
though
just make me so sad.
you're in
Yeah.
a place of where the healing is actually very difficult, because it's something that
Yes.
immediately going
Yes.
to change. It's something that you have to continuously do every day when you wake up, because the condition is something that at this point there is no cure for it. And in terms of the medication that you're taking, the treatment can only help numb the pain to some extent.
Yes. Yes. Perfect. That's
That
exactly it does.
what you're talking about is a lot of your healing needs to come from your relationships, because it has impacted your ability to work, your ability to spend time or see your
Yep.
children.
Yep.
So there are
Yep.
so many little things that really add up to the struggle and the physical pain that you're already
Yes. The
in,
physical. Yep.
and then your
I
heart
can't travel,
from this
and I
pain.
can't go on. Yeah. And like example, if I'm going to Chessington, I will not be able to go on those rides, because of the fluid in my brain, and then the fluid does not even, you know, and do like that. The consultant said to me, the fluid is supposed to drain every 6 weeks. My one doesn't do that. My one end up building, and then next minute now I'm in so much in agony and everything else. And then they have to rush me to the hospital to reduce the water in my brain. They call it lumbar puncture.
Yeah.
That's the name for it, lumbar puncture, because he come through the spine, and then and also they put a shunt in my stomach for it to gather the water, and so for, you know, me being pain. Before, when I was not diagnosed, I used to just collapse in the street. I used to collapse in the children's street, you know, all those things, Sasha. So really as my children, as young when they were before, he really, he has really, damaged their own mental part as well. So it's just so hard right now. And then I've been judged, I've been discriminated in any form of way, because obviously the way I look, I don't look like somebody who got health issue, especially when I dress. I don't look like somebody who got health issue. Yes, you understand. And before, when I used to do my makeup, and for 30 minutes, now if I do my makeup, it's like an hour and a half or 2 hours.
Mm.
If I want that real glow feelings in my eyes, and then it's just like that. And I have to bring the mirror so close, like these people so close, and I use my magnifier. I'm like this, so close, people. Use my magnifier. If I wanted to see, I'll come close. I close the left one that is not it. I just close that, and I just come close like this, people, just to able to look.
And so how
And
important
even now,
to do
it's
that? Because you mentioned that, you were a beautician before and you were working in a shop, and then all of these things had to stop because your body literally gave up.
yes,
And so I wonder,
yes,
how important is it for you to be able, even though it takes you maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours versus half an hour when you used to do it,
yeah.
what does that mean for you to be able to do that when you can do it? Is that still important for you to be able to sort of
Well,
dress up and...
in the sense that it's not important, that's why I don't wear much makeup anymore. But if we're going somewhere special, like a wedding or a party or whatever it is, I have to I have to make sure. So, example, if I'm going to the party in the afternoon, 3 o'clock, and I'll start getting ready around 12 o'clock.
Mm, mm.
You understand? That will give me more time to look for the clothes that I'll be okay with, and I'll smile with and all that kind of stuff, just to bring my self-confidence. So I would do that, and then maybe like 1 o'clock, I start applying my makeup slowly, for it to get to that extent and for people to see. So that's why I've been judged, because my condition is a basically deceiving condition, because obviously, yeah, if you, I don't know. And then I see my therapy counselor and everything else. She has given me great advice and everything else, especially my friends and stuff like that. But at the same time, they know what is going on. They really do know, because obviously where I could see me and my friends and we'll go out and all that kind of stuff. And then Tutu now, it's not like that anymore.
Yeah. And that,
Tutu now is not like that anymore.
and you
And
said,
they still stay around, from the good to the bad. They're still around me. If I'm struggling on things, and if my friend cannot able to do it for me, that's mean maybe they're busy or wherever it is, and I don't take it to heart, because obviously when they're a bit calm, they'll do it for me and all that kind of stuff. So really, I don't really take it to heart. So that's why I say I love them so much, and then they've been with me when my eyesight was good, when we used to plan stuff for the children and everything else. Now I could not able to do that anymore, because of my sight thing, and because of my sight, my friends are still around. That's why my friends, I call them angel of God. Yes, and I call them like they're like my angel. And being honest, I'm not going to lie. I've gone through worse thing. I was homeless, sleeping in the street, from buses, with my daughter's pregnancy, everything. So God has really put me God, God know,
Mm-hmm.
know for say I'm going to be like this. You understand? For a while, that's why He put good friends around me, and then now I don't even call my friend like a friend. I call it my angel, my angel guardians, because my angel guardians slash sister. Sometimes when you have friends that you used to do things for them, and then they used to see me, I'm okay, and everything else, we go clubbing, we do all sorts, and then and also plus that we have nights over and all that kind of stuff. We see movies and things like that. Now it's not like that anymore.
Mm.
It's not like that anymore, because obviously if I had too much music sound, they they they're always conscious of that, and
Yeah,
then
volume
and
makes
then
too much.
yeah, and also plus that is like they see me when I was good, and now I will not say I'm in worse condition, but there's now they see me when my health is not good, and they're still there. That's what you call a angel. You understand it? I I I respect my friends so much,
Kadija, you
because
know what? You
it's
said something that's
so hard.
strong. That you know that God has put these people in your space, and we're sort of coming towards the end of this because it's not a therapy session. It's more just understanding what life is like for you and the things that
Yeah,
have helped you along your journey. And what it sounds like is that actually for you, you're not at that place where you have all of the support or help that would make things easier for you, but things have
yeah,
changed along the way. And actually your your understanding is that people have been brought into your life to help take care of you now, and the medication can help some ways, it helps, and in other ways music has been a real way for you to kind of release
yes,
and let
yeah.
go. So
Relax movies and stuff like that.
yeah, and that's the truth. Make sometimes healing doesn't look like perfection, you know. I can
Yeah,
see that you're a bit tearful, and you've got so much love in your heart as well as pain, and that is what healing can look like too. It's not always, oh, you're going to get support from your family and your friends, you're going to get medication, you're going to get music as a release, and then this all goes away. That isn't what some people's healing looks like. And I think that you've shared a really important aspect of healing, that actually you can have these moments in your life where your healing is just about managing it. It's just about
yeah,
doing the best that you can with what you
yeah.
have, and that doesn't mean that the
It's
pain
just to
is
manage it. Yeah,
gone completely.
yeah,
But there's things that you have found, like music, that can help you um, to feel better and to manage the pain that you feel both in your heart and physically as a result of the condition that you have. So I just wanted to say thank
yeah.
you so much, Kadija, because
You're
you
welcome.
really have helped remind me that actually our relationships are really important in our
Yeah,
own healing. And actually sometimes it's the kindness as well as the negative things that people say and do that can really make a difference to a person's day. Just that moment of kindness and taking that time to maybe listen more when the person is stuttering or
mm-hmm.
is taking time, listening to what they say their experience is, and trying to understand it from their point of view, as opposed to just Kadija looks gorgeous and
Yeah,
glamorous today, understanding that it took 2 hours for her to get to that place. So there's going to be days when she doesn't have that 2 hours. You ain't got two
yeah,
hours to get ready before you can go out and do things. And it sounds as though your friends have really accommodated the changes as well as you, because now you start to think about the things that you can do differently, like going to places where the music isn't going to
true,
be loud,
true.
and actually just trying to figure out what things you can do, and when
Yeah,
you
it's
can't,
true.
staying home, just like you said earlier on, staying home, because you can't deal with the hassle, and you know what, you don't want it to affect your mental health, or your mental health is so poor that day that actually you don't have the energy to really strain your eyes and yourself to do that. So I just want to say thank you so much, Kadija, because
you're welcome.
it takes a really beautiful person to be able to share such a painful story and a painful journey whilst healing at the same time and
Healing,
their best to do what they're doing.
yeah,
I really appreciate you, and I hope that for those who are watching, there'll be some information about Kadija's condition, as well as just about what she was doing before she lost her sight. And I may put a link in there for any services that may be able to help support someone in a similar condition. And I hope that if there's anyone watching who has a friend who has sight loss, or who has any other form of disability, that they take care of themselves so that they can take care of their loved ones,
the mental, yeah.
have an understanding of that. So thank you so much once again, Kadija,
You're
and
welcome, babe.
thank you for everyone who is watching and who has subscribed, and we hope there will be another wonderful story to be shared about healing. Bye for now.
Thank you so much. Bye.